What is Internet Relay Chat? What exactly is IRC? I've read about it on Wikipedia, but I've never seen people using it, or if I have, I didn't recognize it. The only kind of chat I know about are those of AIM, Yahoo, Messenger, etc. i.e., what is IRC typically used for, and what are its advantages compared to other, more normal chat services?
It's an old-fashioned chat system that's very useful for group chat, and many Linux distros use it for informal support. Its strength and weakness is its simplicity. It pretty much won't do anything other than text by default, though there's ways to send files through it as well. The advantages would be that it works on almost any net-connected system, even when there's no client. There's decent web-based front ends, the architecture is fairly simple, it's trivial to run your own server, and it's plain text. Authentication is optional, and mostly needed to reserve your nickname or do admin-related tasks. It's perfect if you want a service that's anonymous and may have new users pop in at various times. The disadvantages are by default it's plain text, and unless it's a SSL-enabled server, all your passwords and everything you say can be sniffed by anyone between you and the server.
It's how hackers talk when they don't want to be overheard. It's a pretty primitive chat program. Think of it like shipping channels in the ocean. You can't see them until a boat cuts through the water leaving a wake. If two boats meet in the middle of the ocean to swap illegal drugs, you have to catch them in real time. Otherwise, there's no evidence of a meeting left behind.
IRC, Internet Relay Chat, is a real-time multi-user messaging system. Users connect to an IRC server and join one or multiple channels or enter into one-on-one chats with individual users. Users type in messages, up to a few hundred characters long, I'm not sure what the actual limits are, and send them to the channel they are in. Other people in that channel then receive the messages that everyone else has sent. The server is a central point of contact for the channel and serves as a relay for the messages from each user, thus the name. Additionally, servers can be chained together, relaying their traffic back and forth. Typically, an IRC client will render the conversations in a channel as an upward-scrolling list of messages in chronological order, with each message on one or several lines, depending on length, and prefixed with some username identifier and perhaps other information, such as a timestamp, depending on the individual configuration of the client. There are many other real-time communication systems, but IRC has a few key advantages that keep it relevant even today. IRC is decentralized. There is no single company controlling IRC, in contrast to chat or Facebook chat or AIM, etc. Anyone can set up their own server and use it however they like. IRC's channel paradigm is very flexible and allows for real-time discussion with up to hundreds of people at once. Most other chat systems don't have similar capabilities. And though an IRC channel with hundreds of active participants can be difficult or impossible to follow, the general case tends to be that only a fraction of the people in a channel are actively chatting at any given time, with the rest either idle and not participating or merely reading. IRC has the concept of access levels and complex channel modes. For example, users may be banned from a channel based on their IP address, or a channel may be secret, not showing up in the list of channels on the server, or private and require an invitation or a secret code to enter. A user in a channel may be an operator or administrator, capable of banning people, changing channel modes, etc. Non-operator users in a moderated channel are not able to speak unless they've been given voice by an operator. These options render difficult chat situations, for example hundreds of people including folks who wish to be disruptive, manageable. A typical IRC channel tends to be attached to an event or a community in some way. For example, Ustream, real-time video streaming, uses ERK for real-time communication between the streamer and the viewers. The advantages listed above in terms of the ability of an ERK server to be controlled by a specific group and access and control of an ERK channel to be controlled by specific users can help the channel owners maintain as high a level of signal to noise as they desire, by kicking/banning unwanted users, using an invitation-only system, moderating a channel, etc. ERK is often used by friends or communities as a virtual place to hang out. There's not necessarily any grand purpose to a channel other than for people of similar interests or a group of friends to talk to each other. ERK can also be used for other purposes, especially if specialized client add-ons or fully autonomous bot clients are used, such as file sharing, botnet control, or gaming where messages contain commands instead of just chatter.
It's an old-school way to communicate. In the beginning of the internet era it was popular because, besides communicating with people you know, you were able to get to know new people just by accident, knowing them only from subject of the channel they're connected and from their nickname. First you have to install a client, then connect a server and then to the room, or channel. You were able to talk in common, open, channel where everyone talked or in private with somebody. From operator, of this room was able to kick aggressive users, trolls etc. Were able to ban users from room for amount of time. They couldn't reconnect to the room, if they were very annoying or, for example, for spamming links. It was so popular too because anyone with some skills could listen to lots of conversations smile.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.